And now what I'd like to do is transition over to what Mr. Coyle was talking about with these slides. Now this is from the Vollara book that you have access to. It is in your back office. And what I'd like to do is just briefly walk you through some of the really, really interesting slides that you have access to, right? So they're in your back office and you have access to these right now. Now this is, I'm gonna actually go back a couple of steps here because I wanna show you something. A lot of folks don't see this. ActiPure, proven effective in the reduction of surface contaminants. This is circa 2008. Right? This is some 12 years ago. We were involved with this type of testing from Kansas State. You can see that in 2 hours, you have about an 80% reduction in staph, E. coli, MRSA, H1N1, swine flu, norovirus, that type of thing. Okay? Circa 2008. Circa 2009, the very next slide, this is from the University of Cincinnati. And what you see in 30 minutes, the technology reduced 90% of the contaminants in the air. Okay, that's where we were in 2009. Now we're going to fast forward to our current slide. See, it says mid-2019. Before anything crazy happened in the world, we are testing in an FDA-compliant laboratory against gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. Okay, let me just summarize briefly. This Staphylococcus epidermidis, okay, this microorganism is respected as a common cause of nosocomial infections or healthcare-related infections, a well-known bacteria that has haunted people for a long time, right? You go into the hospital for one thing, you come out with another. That is a nosocomial or healthcare-related infection. We beat it, 99.99999 in 60 minutes. Amazing. This Erwinia urbicola here on the right of my screen, this bacteria causes fire blight in plants. It's terrible, and it does harm to humans. We beat it. We deactivate it. 99.999% in 60 minutes. This is the famous MS2 there on the left of your screen, this bacteriophage RNA virus. RNA viruses and bacteriophage viruses, a bacteriophage means it's a bacteria that infects a virus. Okay, so it's a virus that infects a bacteria. So we all have bacteria, a lot of God's creatures do. So this virus infects the host by way of bacteria. It's called a phage, RNA virus. So this MS2 is used this is New Science in April of 2020. And they're talking about the difference transfer of bacteriophage MS2 on handshake versus fist bump. Here they're checking out the MS2 on N95 PPE. And that was just this last month. And this month as well, April of 22, they're checking out decontamination of MS2 on N95 mask as well. The reason I mention those three studies is because they're current. There's a lot of folks looking at how to kill viruses, and they use this MS2 for a number of reasons that I will not delve into tonight. But it's a well-known, well-respected virus and often used for testing. This X147 is a small isohedral microvirus that infects E. coli. You know E. coli, right? It's really bad. Well, this virus loves it and infects people by utilizing E. coli, right? You thought E. coli was bad. This is what infects this Phi-147 microvirus, right? Terrible, terrible stuff, folks. I got to tell you. This Aspergillus is a very large genus on your left. Niger being the most famous of all the species. It's called black mold, Aspergillus niger. 99.99%, 60 minutes. We're knocking it out. And then we're going to go to the last one, Bacillus globigii. It's the original BG is what it's from. It's used extensively in biomedicine since the 1950s. It is a model bacteria spore, and we neutralize it. We deactivate it in 60 minutes, 99.99%. So This is a smart solution because ActivePure is both safe and powerful and an ideal solution for all kinds of people in all kinds of places. Make your home as safe and healthy as it can be by investing in the world's leading air purification technology, right? It's smart for everybody. Clean environments naturally facilitate wellness. We know this. We've got a ton of wonderful health advocates that are devoted to not only living cleaner and pure, but also helping other people get a cleaner, more pure environment in their home or their business. A lot of wonderful health advocates that are helping people in very significant ways. Residential homes, that's where we shine, folks. No doubt. Fully 70% of the economy is from the American families. People are thinking, oh, all this other stuff. American families, 70% of our economy comes from that. Here's the answer. It's the Velara Air and Surface Pro. This is an amazing machine, and at $14,999, it is a wonderful value that will protect 500 to up to 3,000 square feet. Folks, here it is.